Hi, my name is Caleb D. Wilson. I believe that Jesus is the Jewish Messiah according to Jewish standards. And today we're going to be reacting to a video where Matt Walsh is speaking to Tucker Carlson. And I want to explain a certain attitude that he has towards the Israel and Palestine conflict that I think is worth talking about. If you're new to the channel, if you would consider to hit that subscribe button, I make a lot of content educating people about the Jewishness of Jesus, so every subscription really helps. Okay, so we're going to take a look at this video where Tucker Carlson recently interviewed Matt Walsh from Daily Wire. Let's go ahead and take a listen.
What did you think of the debate between Dave Smith and Douglas Murray on Rogan a couple of weeks ago? Did you watch that? And
I did. I watched. I ended up watching. I wasn't planning on watching the whole thing, but I watched the whole thing. I'm constantly hearing from the peanut gallery demanding that I kind of give my verdict or my take on Israel and Israel versus Palestine and all this kind of stuff. And I have given my take. And my take is I don't care that much. I'm not just America first. I'm an American chauvinist in that I only care about my own country. I honestly don't care about other countries. I wish the people of other countries well. I think they all have a right to defend themselves, and they should. I think that if you can't defend yourself as a nation, or if you can't survive without being propped up by another government, say ours, then you shouldn't exist as a country.
Wait. If you can't exist without being propped up by another government, say ours, you shouldn't exist.
Yeah.
Israel cannot exist without being propped up by the United States.
You think so?
Its nuclear program came from the United States. Its weapons come from the United States. Its economy is supported by the United States.
Okay, so we just heard Matt Walsh was asked a question about what he thinks about the Israel-Gaza situation. And he said, basically, he doesn't care. Now, obviously, I am a supporter of Israel. I have a channel where I talk about Jewish concepts and Jewish ideas, Judaism. However, I was thinking about it. What really bothers me, not so much that it's just Israel-centric. What bothered me about this argument is that it doesn't answer the question at all. He says, I don't care. That's not an answer to what he thinks about the situation. And what's worse is that he says, well, I just don't care about any other countries. I only care about my own country. And I think that that's just it's very simple and very cowardly to take that approach. Because if it doesn't pertain, you think, to you, then the easy answer is, well, I don't have to care about it. I don't have to have an opinion. And is that really rational? And does this work? Is this really how our God thinks? Like, he doesn't have to care about us. He doesn't have to care about what's going on in our lives. He doesn't have to care about our cries and our hurts and our pains. You know, he could be sitting up there saying, I'm good up here. Like, I don't have to care about you. Like, is that really what the type of attitude that God expects from us? And it's very concerning to see this type of answer when Matt Walsh is associated with an organization with two prominent Jews, Ben Shapiro and Andrew Klavan. I think it's very, very irresponsible to have that type of answer. And then he also makes a contradiction where he says, I don't care much about other countries, but I wish them well. How do you wish them well, exactly? I just hope you don't die. Is that really how our Father thinks of us? Just, I hope you don't die. I just hope, whatever happens to you, I just hope that you find a way to just scrounge up the resources to survive. As long as you do that, then I'm wishing you well. What's the metric for wishing someone well? So it's just a very contradictory. It's a very contradictory set of statements to say I wish them well, but I don't care about any other countries. And so I thought that it would be really a good opportunity to read. It's a poem that many people have heard before, but it's just such a fascinating poem to talk about within the time frame that we're living in, and to respond to Matt Walsh's isolationist, basically cowardly approach to it. So it's the poem by Martin Niemöller, and he wrote this around the time of the Holocaust. It's First They Came, this is what the poem's called. First they came for the communists, and I did not speak out, because I was not a communist. Then they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak out for me. You see, if the only metric for you to care is that it affects you, then that's not godly. That's literally not a godly trait. God literally tells us we need to care for other people, to care for our enemies. We need to pray for our enemies. We need to pray for other people. Like, literally, that is the metric that God expects from us. He expects us to care about other people. And for him to not have an answer is very telling. He just doesn't think it's worth having an opinion over. He's clearly uneducated about what's happening in Israel and the savagery as going on by these people. They're trying to kill Israel. Do we really want to have that same attitude that Martin was talking about? That same attitude that got those communists, those socialists, workers, and then the Jews killed. Do you want to repeat that? I'll let you answer that question. Do you want to be on the side of history that defended the Jewish people? Or do you want to be on the side of history that was apathetic? You see, you don't have to. You see, when people think of evil, of sin, they think of Hitler and Stalin and Lenin and Mao, and they think of these leaders, which absolutely were the leaders of these demonic movements to hurt, kill people, kill their own people, kill the Jews. But what people don't consider is that there's a whole conundrum of pieces that have to come together for these devastating revolutions, ideologies to take place to do these things. One of the ways that aids this is called apathy. Now, I'm not saying Matt Walsh is absolutely 100% a terrible person in all respects, but this apathetic attitude is going to contribute. I want you to remember this when I say this. Once you start to see it, because it's coming. What's coming is a difficult time for the Jewish people. This attitude from Matt Walsh that he is displaying is going to contribute to a mass devastation of societies and countries, and eventually the Jewish people themselves. You don't have to have the sword in your hand to aid to the powers of darkness. To not do anything is doing something. To be silent is saying something. We live in a time where we have to do our part to make sure we're not aiding the powers of darkness. I'm not saying you have to be like me and get on a program like this and be a public figure. That might not be your area of expertise. It might just start with the people that are in front of you. Are you demonstrating that apathetic attitude towards them? Are you saying, well, I don't care about them because what's going on in their lives doesn't affect me? Or are you actively trying to take part in their burdens and take those burdens as your burdens and say, what can I do to help you out? So I don't know how short this episode's going to be, but this is what I got for you guys this week. So I'm going on vacation, so I am ready to get out of the door. So if you like this video, if you would please consider to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching this video. Have a good day.